distractions this time. Okay, y'all know me, Liz Rocks here on the YouTube thing. Can't talk today. Sorry, I just can't do it. I can type, but I can't talk. Anyway, this video is mainly about the series Hetalia and just cosplay in general, because I kind of just discovered cosplay. And I realized, sorry, I have bumper card mind. Anyway, and so I discovered what cosplay was for the first time, and I was like looking at it, and I was on YouTube last night, like at 3 in the morning, because I couldn't sleep because I just couldn't go to sleep. And so I'm like scrolling through, and I found cosplay for Hetalia, and I was like, oh my gosh, best thing ever. And so I was looking at it, I was like, not a lot of them have a Romano, and Romano is my favorite character from the show, or if you want to go by his human name, his name is Lavino Vargas. And if you watch Hetalia, it's a show about personified countries in which Romano would be South Italy, Venetiano, or Feliciano Vargas. I think I'm pronouncing that right, don't know. They are also Italy, Venetiano is North Italy, or Venetiano. Dang it, I did it again. That's why I ended the first one. Dang it. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going because it got really good. And so I'm like looking through this, and then I'm just sitting there. Oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. It was the coolest thing ever to me. Like, for someone who's never really seen cosplay, you gotta admit, seeing their favorite show being cosplayed is even better. And so, scrolling through, I found cosplay for all the animes I watch, and even shows like Doctor Who and Sherlock, and I love those two shows, oh my gosh. And Supernatural as well. Supernatural is a really good show. I loved it. It scared me though when I first watched it. Oh, good times, good times. Anyway, you could see my door. Wrong hand. That, no? Bending in ways I shouldn't bend. And then I'm like, coolest thing ever. Best thing in the world, gonna do it. So I picked a character from my favorite TV show to cosplay as, and that is Italy Romano or Lovino Vargas. I'm hungry. Stomach just got off. Anyway, and so I'm gonna be Lovino Vargas soon. I was like, okay, well now that I have a cosplay in plan, I'm going to go see if there's cons in my state, in which I only found Comic-Con for, and I think one other con. I don't even remember the name for that. I think it was like BioCon, something like that. I don't even remember. And so I was scrolling through, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this kind of really sucks, because that means I have to go out of state to go to cons. And my friend in Illinois is like, oh my gosh, there's this con called Asin, and it's like the funnest thing ever. And I'm like, I wish I could go, but I'm all the way, like, straight up down. Like, I am at the very end, like I am by the Gulf of Mexico, like a few hour drive, and I can go jump in the ocean. And I'm like, okay, gotta calm down. So I looked up more stuff, and I was like, okay, they got stuff in Texas and areas around there. I was like, okay, sounds fun. So I was like looking at cons for it. I was like, I don't know anyone in these states. It'd be kind of boring to go alone. And then my friend's like, go to Asin. I'm like, okay, I'll try going next year. So I'm going to try going in 2015 to Asin in Illinois. Or Illinois. How do you pronounce that? Tell me. I don't know. I'll point at you with nothing. Anyway, oh, so sidetracked. Ooh, I can juggle. Wanna see? Okay, no. Not juggling scissors. Sorry. Don't do that at home. It's very dangerous. And so, choice. Alright, anyway, and so this is about to get really long. But it's like a vlog, so I guess it would be like a discovering cosplay vlog and talking about anime. Because I like doing that kind of thing. There's nothing you can really do about it. And so, now it's today, and I'm just like, and so I went back onto Facebook, and I'm like talking to my friend, talking to her. She goes, Aston, this year's like sometime in May, like 30th 30th or 29th. I think it goes from the 29th to the 31st, I believe. I believe that's what it said on the site. And and she said, you should be Chibi Romano. I'm like, that was probably the cutest part of the series ever, so why not? And so now my cosplay plan is Chibi Romano from the Chibi Boss Spain and Chibi Romano little part series in Italia that I believe ran from somewhere between season 2 of the Axis Powers into the beginning of World Series. I believe that's what happened. And I haven't seen World Series yet because I'm a noob and I only got to the first season. No, I think it goes from World Series, doesn't it? Pretty sure it goes from World Series, not Axis Power Season 2. I think it starts on World Series Season 1, but I couldn't watch Season 2. I've only gotten on to Episode 5 of Season 2. Okay. I ran out of time. The vacuum cleaner was my signal. So, bye-bye, lovelies. Have pleasant dreams. And if you're feeling alone in the world, come talk to me. I'll talk to you, okay? I'll be your best friend ever, okay? Bye-bye.